Suppose the charge of proton and an electron differ slightly. In an atom, proton will be in the center. Let us put only one circle to understand. That's why. Electrons will rotating in the circular path. But the charge of proton must be equal to charge of electron in any atom. But in this case, suppose we are assuming the charge of a proton and an electron differ slightly. One of them is E. P equal to charge of proton equal to minus E. Why minus E they put? E, if you simply put it is electron charge. So minus of minus becomes positive. That's why minus E they put. Charge of proton equal to minus E. Charge of electron equal to E we can say, but slightly different. That's why E plus delta E. Delta E means small, incremental small. Delta E means small change. Slightly higher. So we can say that it is negatively charged because electron is more. The net electrostatics force and gravitational force between the two hydrogen atoms placed at a distance d much greater than atomic size apart is 0. Then delta E is in the order of F electrostatic equal to. Here, what is the difference in charge we have to consider? Because it has E plus delta E. What is the difference? Delta E. Therefore, the force between them equal to Fe. Force across the charges difference because of this charge difference, force equal to delta E multiplied by delta E. Difference only we have to consider. Force will be because of difference. Delta E multiplied by delta E divided by 4 pi epsilon naught d square. It has some size greater than atomic size. That's why it has mass. This hydrogen atom has a mass. Mass is equal to, we'll read the remaining part of the question. The net electrostatics force and gravitational force, because it has mass, that's why gravitational force also will be there. Between the two hydrogen atoms placed at a distance d apart is 0. Then find delta E. He is asking delta E. Fe is this much. Fe is this much. This is E plus delta E. And another is E plus delta E. Two hydrogen atoms. They are at a distance d. So it has a charge of delta E. It has a charge of delta E. Why I am not saying E? Because proton has a charge of E. Electron has a charge of E plus delta E. Then how much it is charged? Delta E times charge. That's why I am delta E multiplied by delta E. This hydrogen atom is charged by delta E. Because proton has minus E. Electron has plus E plus delta E. These two are getting cancelled. If this delta E is not there, it is not charged body. It is not charged body. A force of attraction or repulsion will come when there is charge. Any increase or decrease in electrons, then only there will be a force of attraction or repulsion. So these two are getting cancelled. Therefore, charge is only delta E. So charge of this hydrogen atom is delta E. Charge of this hydrogen atom is delta E. The distance between them is d. Therefore, electrostatic force is delta E multiplied by delta E divided by 4 pi epsilon naught d square. Let it be 1. First part is over. If you add the gravitational force and electrostatic force, then they become zero. It means they are equal. Therefore, what is the gravitational force? F G equal to G multiplied by M1, M2, M1, M2, M1, M2 divided by D square. This is the gravitational force across two masses. Mass of hydrogen atom is given. This G equal to 6 point, I think it must be given. Otherwise, you have to remember. Gravitational constant G equal to 6.67 into 10 power minus 11. You have to remember. Otherwise, they will give. So, 6.67 in 10 power minus 11. G. M1, M2 divided by D square. Let it be 2. Now, what is asked? Then delta E is order of. What is the value of delta E is asked. So, if you add Fe plus Fg equal to 0, that is given. Once again, we will read the question. Suppose the charge of a proton and an electron differ slightly. One of them is minus E, proton is minus E, and other is E plus delta E. Therefore, this atom is charged by delta E. That is the difference. If the net electrostatic force, Fe, electrostatic force, Fe, why I put Fe? Because two forces are there. One gravitational force, another one is electrostatic force. That's why I put Fe. The net electrostatic force and gravitational force between the two hydrogen atoms placed at a distance d apart is 0. So Fe plus Fg equal to 0 is given. Then delta E equal to what? What is the value of delta E is asked. So you add these two and find the value of delta E. That's all. For E plus Fg equal to 0 given. Gravitational force and the electrostatic force, if you add these two, it is 0. Therefore, Fe is delta E square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught d square plus G M1 M2 divided by d square equal to 0. D square, if you take outside and if you bring d square to the right hand side, in both cases, that's why we can cancel this. It becomes 0. So what is delta E square? Delta E square equal to delta E whole square equal to minus G M1 M2. If you bring this, after bringing this to the right hand side, it becomes minus, that's all. Then multiplied by 4 pi epsilon naught, that's all. So that is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, we know the value. So 4 pi epsilon naught is, we can write minus G equal to 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 multiplied by M1 is 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 multiplied by 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 multiplied by 1 by 4 pi epsilon, it is 9 into 10 power 9. So we have to put 1 by. So if you multiply all these things together and take square root, what you will get is 1.4 into 10 power minus 37. If you use, so what is asked? Delta E is in the order of means you can tell this part alone. It is in the order of 10.37, 10 power minus 37. Therefore, B is the answer. 1.4 into 10 power minus 37. It will be in the order of 10 power minus 37.